The broadcast is now starting. All attendees are in listen-only mode.
Hello everyone, good afternoon. My name is Amy and I'm the Marketing and Communications Coordinator here at CanadaHelps, and I wanted to first of all welcome everyone to the webinar on our new donation pages called Custom Donate Now. It's a very exciting time and a very exciting new product or upgrade we have at CanadaHelps, and we're very happy to provide it for all our charities, and I'm very excited to be here to walk you through the changes and any steps you need to take, and how they can help you increase donations and have an overall more optimized donor experience for your supporters. So forgive me, I haven't done a webinar in quite a while, but so I might have a lot of ums and pauses and things like that, but bear with me, and we're all in it together. So basically, thank you for joining us, and I'm just going to do a few housekeeping items first. So here are some reminders. You can hear us or you can hear me, but I can't hear you. All of you are on mute. But if you have questions or comments or need to tell me something, I also have my colleague Kirsten on the line, and she can answer your questions through the questions log here. But if you have any questions throughout the webinar, just type them in, and Kirsten and I will go over them at the end of the webinar. For the best webinar experience, it's best to close all other applications, because sometimes all those other windows and things that you have opened up can slow down the advancement of the slides, and you might kind of have a lag if you have a lot of things opened up. Another tip is to turn up your computer's volume so that you can hear me really nice and loud and clear. I already went over the questions, and this is one of the most common questions we have, which is, are the webinars going to be shared? I mean, the webinar slides. And yes, they will be. They will be on our SlideShare account, and you will also, all webinar attendees will be getting a link in their email, in a follow-up email, and you can share that with your colleagues and go over it if you missed something in the live presentation right now. All right. So without further ado, let's go over some of the features of Custom Donate Now. So these are our new donation pages for charities, and the new features are that we've given you more creative control over the look of and feel of your page and the overall donation experience. So here are just some of the amazing features of our Custom Donate Now. So you can customize the look of your donation page to reflect your brand. So here you have, I'll go over it in more detail later on, but you can change the background color of your page so it kind of matches your logo or whatever campaign that you're running. You can also upload a photo or some sort of graphic to be on the background of your page so that it looks more like your website, and the transition from your website to the Donate Now page is not disrupted in any way. It's a little bit more seamless for your donors, so it doesn't look like they're moving away from your website. You can also have full control over what fields to include on your donation page. So a lot of the features or a lot of the functions on the page are in your control to turn on or off, and this could be fundraising progress or in honor of memory or someone, or turning on or off anonymity options. So all those are under the charity's control now. So that's a great thing. Another thing is that you can create multiple pages for different campaigns or funds. So you are not just limited to one Donate Now page. Now you can make as many as you want, and you can make different ones for different campaigns you're running at the same time, so that you can track the donations and the people that are coming through to those particular fund or campaign pages. So you can create as many as you want throughout the year. You can set donation amounts and describe how donations impact your organization. So studies have shown that if you show impact and tell and describe to your donors what that money or what their gift will, how that gift will help people or what it can get for your organization, it makes a bigger impact. So you can say $20 will send one child to camp, or $50 will send 2 kids to camp. So things like that. And you, again, like I said earlier, you can turn donation amounts on or off, but we found that it's something that people requested a lot of, so we added that in, and it actually is very good, a best practice for donation pages. There's a lot of features. I'm just out of breath right now, so I'm going to take a little sip of water. One moment. Another feature is that you can direct donors back to your website after the donation is completed. So you can put a redirect URL into the donation page, and after a donor has finished their donation on that page, they can redirect back to their website, whether it be a thank you page on your website or a page telling them what next steps they can do, or how else they can support your organization. Those are just some ideas about what you can do for the redirect after donors have completed their donation. You can also customize the thank you message donors receive with their tax receipts. So as you know, CanadaHelps issues donors tax receipts for donations made on our website. So now you have control over what that message can say, and you can add a little intro message to that email that donors get. And again, pages are optimized, or not again, I mean, furthermore, pages are optimized for giving on mobile devices. So as you know, I'm not sure how many of you look through your analytics, but through CanadaHelps Analytics, we notice that a lot of people increasingly are visiting our website and donation pages through their mobile device or their iPad or any sort of tablet. So these new donation pages are now optimized for any sort of device. So the pages detect how users are hitting the page, and they will optimize depending on what device users are visiting the pages on. All right, and kind of no wonder we call it Custom Donate Now, because there's so many customization options for your charity to choose from, and you have a lot of control over what you want to include and how you want that page to look like. So before I go into how to set up your page and what these pages look like, I'm going to kind of quickly go over what the old Donate Now process was, which I think some of you are probably familiar with if you are a CanadaHelps user. So here we are on the Sharing Farm Society's website. As you can see, they use CanadaHelps for their donations, as you can see here in this familiar Donate Now through CanadaHelps button on their website. So as you know, when a donor clicks this Donate Now button, they are taken to CanadaHelps.org to securely complete their donation. So let's click that. And this is what happens when donors click that. It goes to a page, the charity's donation details page, where they can complete their donation. The donor is asked to fill out donation amount and make other options, whether they want to dedicate their donation or if they want to make it a monthly donation, etc. The previous process was that donors would have to go through many steps and many pages to complete their donation. So after they'd fill that out, they would go to their giving basket and kind of review what their donation, the donation they just made. They would have to fill in their email so that they could get their tax receipt. There's several. Step 2, apparently that was step 2, was to fill in their contact and receipt in, and then they would choose a payment method and then fill in their payment details. Sorry about that. Something happened. One second. Something happened, and I think we're back now. Sorry about that. So again, donors had to go through several pages and several steps to complete their donation to your charity. So over the years, we have received many requests and suggestions on how to make this donation process easier, and that's we compiled all those suggestions and all those requests, and with usability research and kind of what's going on with best practices on the internet, and we're excited, really excited to launch these pages last week actually, and hopefully we're confident actually that they will help you raise more funds and make a bigger difference for your charity. So now that we went through how the Donate Now process previously worked, this is what a new custom Donate Now page looks like. So we're back on the Sharing Farm Society website, and once we click Donate Now through Canada Helps, this is what their custom Donate Now page looks like now. And here we're taken to a custom Donate Now page, and the whole donation process is now housed on a single page. I'm going to go through them on several slides because it's a longer form, and I can't show it to you on one slide, otherwise it would be super tiny. But everything's on one single page, and it's much simpler for donors because all the steps are on the same page. They don't have to keep clicking next and off. And the design is so much simpler. A lot of the Canada Helps branding has been removed, except for this banner at the top that just says donations are powered by Canada Helps. But everything else is pretty much the Sharing Farm Society's look and feel. Again, you can customize the background color here. They've chosen to do it in a yellow color, but again, you can upload a photo or a picture or some sort of graphic designed background up there. The logo here and the name of your charity and the BN and the mission statement are all taken from what you've entered in your My Charity account. So that's all populated from what you entered in your account. So all these elements here. Here you'll see that they've chosen a fund for this particular Donate Now page, which is your donation will support a new heart for the Sharing Farm. And again, if most of you might be familiar with it, but you can designate funds in your My Charity account. So you can enter a fund, and then you can make Donate Now pages that are associated with particular funds. Fundraising process here. Most of you are familiar with this. It's like the bar, and it will load up in a red line showing the progress of the fundraising campaign. And again, this can be turned on or off. You do not have to have the fundraising progress on. It's totally optional. And I mentioned this earlier, the donation amount. So this feature allows you to create donation levels and describe what the amount will help your organization achieve. So clicking each of the levels here will change what does the $20 provide field below. So every time if a donor wants to click 60, it would change to what does $60 provide, and you can describe what it would provide below. But again, you don't have to have that option. It's up to you whether or not you want to use it. And again, as similar to the old process, donors can set up a monthly donation here. Moving lower onto the custom Donate Now page, donors can also dedicate their donation in memory or in honor of somebody. Again, as the charity, you can remove this option if you do not want donors to have it. And as always, there's a box here, a text box for message and instructions for your charity in case somebody has some special instructions associated with that particular donation. Here, your standard payment information the users can check out with credit card, PayPal, or even a Canada Helps gift card, and then they'll follow through with that. And again, of course, they need to enter their donor and tax receipt information, standard stuff here. And they can also choose their anonymity preferences, so what information they want to share with your charity. But again, you can turn this on and off if you want to get all the donors' information. You can turn that off, and you won't get those pesky anon fields in your reports. Moving lower down the page, again, now we're at the end of the page, and where the donors are reminded that they will see Canada Helps or ch.org on their credit card statement, so that there's not a lot of confusion in that sense. And then once the donor clicks Complete Donate Now, a confirmation window appears thanking them for their gift, and they will also receive a confirmation number, and are reminded that their tax receipt will be sent to their email that they indicated. And if your charity filled out a redirect URL when creating your page, there will be a countdown and the donor will be automatically redirected to whatever URL you specified. So, for example, back to your website, a thank you page, a page on your website that thanks them or tells them other ways they can support you. So that very quickly is what the Custom Donate Now page looks like. Here are some screenshots of what the Custom Donate Now page looks like on the iPhone. So it's most of the fields that I went through just earlier, but it's on, it fits the iPhone screen. So now I'm going to take you through how to set up a Custom Donate Now page. Bear with me for a moment. I have to switch out of the PowerPoint and onto a browser, so it might take a little bit of fiddling, but I'll be back in a second. Okay. So here we are on the very familiar CanadaHelps.org website. And I'm going to take you through how to set one up real quick and how to edit the default page that is in your account currently. So log in. I'm going to log into the CanadaHelps account. I hope I have the right. There we go. So once you log into your My Charity account, you will go into the tab called Donate Now. And actually, I'll do this first. So last week we launched these Custom Donate Now pages. So all of the links associated to your Custom Donate link down here, Custom Donate Now button and link down here that you're familiar with, you can get the code and stick that on your website. And that's how donors get to your donation, how previously donors got to your donation details page to complete their donation. But last week we did a migration so that all the donation details pages were updated to be Custom Donate Now pages. And if you have the correct link associated here, this is where your current default Custom Donate Now page is. So this is where what happened last week was the migration. So you can go in here and view. So this is what our default Custom Donate Now page looks like. Pretty standard stuff. So now it's all available in all your My Charity accounts. So you can go in there and view, and if you want to change anything, it's totally up to you now. You can edit it. I can change the background, choose a fund, turn options on or off. So I suggest that if you haven't already, you should log into your My Charity account and kind of check out your default page and see what it looks like and to edit it as best you can so it makes sense for your organization. But sorry, let's continue and go to how to set up a Custom Donate Now. So click under the Donate Now tab, click Custom Donate Now here, and this page would list all the Custom Donate Now pages your charity has created. So here, CanadaHelps has a bunch down here. A lot of them are testers and from past webinars and things like that. But they're all housed here. You can activate and deactivate them whenever you want, get the link for them, edit, and view them whenever you please. So they're all housed here. We have 2 pages of them actually. So if you want to create a new one, you just click the link here that says Create a New Page. So clicking that brings us to where we can set all our fields and customize everything. So the page name, I'm going to name it End of Summer Fundraiser. And I'm going to set it to the New Technology Fund at CanadaHelps for the English page, and the same one for our French page. I'm going to put a fundraising goal of $10,000. and I'm going to enter some amount levels because I want to show our donors what what sort of impact their gifts will make. So I'm going to make the levels 50, 100, 200, and then 500. So here's where you would enter what $50 would provide based on our fund or our campaign. So I will say $50 provides a new, this is not true, but $50 provides a new server. And then clicking all these different amounts, you can go $100 provides a new desk. I know these are pretty boring. I should have thought of something more clever before I did the webinar, but here I'm going to put $200 provides a new I can't even think of anything, but that's where you would click it. And you can enable or disable monthly donations. I'm going to keep them on. You can enable or enable in memory or in honor designations. I'm going to turn those off. Anonymity preference, allow donors to choose what information they share with your organization. I'm going to turn that off, and here's the redirect URL. So after donors make their donation to my page, I'm going to redirect them to CanadaHelps.org. And if you have to enter a separate link for French, you can do that here. So I'll enter the Canada Helps French website. And here I can, like I said earlier, you can customize the email message that donors receive with their tax receipt. So I'm going to say, thanks for your gift. Please and then again here you can click to add a separate message in French. I forgot to mention that another feature of the custom donate now pages is that there is Google Analytics sync available. So if you have a Google Analytics account, you can enter your account number here, and that and you can track the page, you can track the visitors to your page and get all sorts of analytics about who has visited the page and completed their donation. So earlier I mentioned, of course, customizing your background. So here the default background image is this boring gray color, but if you like it, that's fine too. But here I can choose, you can choose colors like this, or you can put in, if you have the RGB codes for your charity's logo colors or the background or whatever, you can enter them in here. I'm going to choose, I don't remember what the Canada Helps blue is, but I'm going to choose a blue for Canada Helps. Or instead of choosing a color, you can also upload an image here to be the background. And once you reach the end, you can preview before you save. So this is just kind of preview only. It's kind of what it would look like. It shows you what options you turned on and off. Here they are. I might have to go up. Turn that on. And then I'll save. So the Donate Now page has been saved. So when I go back to the account, it will be here, End of Summer Fundraiser, and we can view what my page looks like. Here are my donation levels. $50 provides a new server, $100 provides a new desk. As you remember, I turned off the anonymity and the in honor memoriam options. So it's a very short Donate Now page. It could be as long and short as you want, depending on what you choose to include and what you don't choose to include. So once I'm done, I can get the link for my particular Donate Now page right here, and that's the link I would share with all my supporters. I would link to on my website for my end of summer fundraiser, and that is the link that I would share with everyone so that people knew where to donate to my fundraiser. So that is how you create a custom Donate Now page. I know I kind of went through it quickly, but in the in the slides, there'll be a link to a document where there is clear step-by-step instructions on how to set one up. And of course, you can contact our our Charity and Donor Relations department, and they're happy to walk you through the process as well. I'm going to go back to the PowerPoint right now because there's a few slides that I still have to go through. Did that. So here are some reminders. I kind of went through this quickly, but double check that the link you have on your website and the link that is associated with your Donate Now button is correct. It should link to your donation form on CanadaHelps.org, not your profile page and not CanadaHelps.org by itself. It should link to your particular donation form, as you saw from the Sharing Farm Society example. So if you're not sure if you have the correct link, double check under your Donate Now tab and Donate Now link under that tab down here. That is the correct link you have, and that's where you can edit. That's the link that's changing and upgrading, and that's the link that you can that you should have on, that should be associated with your Donate Now button. If you need any help determining whether or not you have the correct link and how to edit your page or how to create more custom Donate Now pages, feel free to contact our Charity and Donor Relations team, and they'll be happy to help you with that. So we have some tips, and one of them is to customize your background. I know the one in my example, I just chose to make it a blue background, but here are some examples of some charities who really did a great job in customizing the background of their custom Donate Now page to really have the same look and feel as their website or their logo. So Africa's Children, Africa's Future here had a really great repeating design of handprints that is part of their logo as well, and it really makes a great look and feel for their donate page. Here's Ottawa Peace and Environment Resource Center, and they made a page where, kind of like Twitter actually, but they put some graphics on the left-hand side so that that's what donors see, and it kind of is associated with their logo and probably look and feel of their website as well. And here's a great nature picture that goes well with the mission of Manitoba Eco Network. And here are some more tips and ideas. So as I mentioned before, you can redirect donors after they finish their donation to a page on your website. So I think that's a great tool for all charities. So it would be a great idea to create a thank you page on your website for when donors have completed their donation, so that they're redirected back to your website and so that they can continue looking and reading on your website and you don't lose that connection with the donor. So again, make your Donate Now button stand out and put it on every page. We provide you guys with Canada Helps Donate Now buttons, and actually, and if we're planning on releasing some new buttons for all charities as well. But if you want to design your own Donate Now button to match the look and feel of your website, feel free to do so, and make sure that donors can see that button and make sure that they know that they can support you financially. So show where the money goes, let donors know how their gift will impact the cause. I mentioned this numerous times in the webinar. Try to describe as much as you can what their gift can get your organization and help your organization achieve. And I think that's the key for donors, is to let them know the impact of their gift. So update your Canada Helps profile mission to cleanly display on Custom Donate Now. So as you saw on the Custom Donate Now pages, the mission statement is taken directly from your My Charity account. So make sure you can go into your My Charity account and edit your mission so that it fits nicely in those two quotes that we saw earlier. And you can create, again, you can make as many custom Donate Now pages as you want. So it would be a great idea to create a page for every campaign your charity is running. So if you're doing a bowl-a-thon and you're doing a end of summer fundraiser and you're doing a barbecue and you're doing some sort of fundraiser for something else, you can make a custom Donate Now page for each of those ongoing campaigns and separate the donations that come from each of those campaigns. So it's not coming all from the same funnel, it's separated, and donors know that they're donating to that particular campaign. So here's the link. I know you can't click this or anything on your screen, but it will be available. It was available that we sent out to all charities, but again, it's here so that you can download in the fall, so that you can create your custom Donate Now page, and it's detailed instructions. It's step by step, and you can get it from our charity and donor relations team as well. So here's the final slide. It's just a keep in touch slide, our contact information, so that you know how to get in touch with us. Right now, I'll take some time to look over the questions. I might get quiet a little bit. It's because I have to read the questions and find out and formulate an answer, but I might get quiet. But the reason I'm quiet is because I'm reading one of the questions, so just bear with me. Thank you. Okay. So we have a lot of questions coming in here. So Dawn asks, is there an option to add more levels in the donation amount levels? Well, currently, given the constraints of design, there are 4 donation amount options available only, and then the option for the donor to enter their own amount. I will definitely ask the tech team to see if there is something that could be adjusted in the future, and so that your charity has more control over how many levels there are for your page. Charlene asks, is it possible to add additional fields to the page? For instance, a checkbox for becoming a member. So these are fields that will be particular depending on what your charity is doing for that campaign. Currently, the functionality for you specifying new fields is not available, but I'll definitely write that suggestion or request down and see what we can do, and maybe we can add that into a future build. Thanks, Charlene. Joyce just needs some clarification on where we have to go to access the URL that we need to update our CanadaHelps link. Just to double check if you have the right link. It's after you, I'm just going to show you, I'm going backwards on everything. Okay, so you just have to log into your CanadaHelps My Charity account and go under the Donate Now, and your default destination after going under that tab is Donate Now link. And just choose one of the set of the buttons. It doesn't matter which one you choose. But after you choose a set of the buttons, the HTML code and the link is in your account here. Maybe I should, let me go back to my browser here. So if you go to Donate Now link and just click any of these buttons, you get the HTML code to include on your website, but here is the link. You have to make sure that this is the link that goes directly to your donation details page, or used to, and now all those links have been upgraded to custom Donate Now default pages. Okay, sorry, the question box here on GoToWebinar is a little finicky, so I have to keep scrolling up and down. Is there... So we're having questions come in about what charities have to do, or if do you have to deactivate an old page or anything like that. So you don't actually have to do anything, but a lot of the charities we've noticed don't have the correct link in their Donate Now button, which I was trying to stress at the beginning. So double check if you have the correct link. If not, update it so it is the correct link, because all the links in your Donate Now button here are now going to direct donors to a your default custom Donate Now page, which is here and where you can edit this. So a lot of charities have it simply linking to CanadaHelps.org or linking it to their Canada Helps, their profile page on Canada Helps, which won't, so the migration doesn't affect or won't update those links. So you have to double check if that link is correct. So we're getting another question about adding a special field. Dawn is asking about, they have a campaign about Thanksgiving bouquets and how many Thanksgiving bouquets they want to donate, I guess, a special quantity field. So I think that's similar to what someone asked earlier about adding a charity or campaign specific field for your own campaign, and that's not something that is available currently, but I'll definitely write that down and let the tech team know and see if they can somehow add that into a future build. So Louise is asking about having sort of I think she's asking about having a generic, a custom Donate Now page where they can choose which fund they want to donate to, and that's, you don't have to have a fund. If you don't choose a fund, then it will be that look like the old donation details page where where donors can have a drop down and choose what fund they want to go to. So if you go to your custom Donate Now tab, so the one that I made for end of summer fundraiser, if I go in to edit it and don't choose any fund, so I choose no preset fund, let the donor choose, and change that, then that page will kind of look like your old donation page where donors can choose where they want the money to go. I hope that's what you were asking. It looks like I went through all the questions, but again, if you are reviewing the slides or thinking about things later on and have more questions for us about your custom Donate Now page and how to make the most of it, feel free to contact us at info@CanadaHelps.org, and our charity and donor relations team will definitely be happy to help you out in any way they can. And again, I want to thank everyone for joining me today and for this very exciting webinar about our custom Donate Now pages. And hopefully we'll see you at our next webinar, whenever that will be. Please stay tuned and watch your email boxes, because we're going to email about webinars, exciting new things that are coming down the pipeline at Canada Helps. Thank you all, and have a great afternoon or rest of morning or rest of day, depending on where you are in the country. Bye, everyone.